Welcome to the Secret Garden of Survival. If you see my other videos on butchering chickens or butchering ducks, I'm going to show you now how to finish the butchering job and cut it into pieces once it's in the kitchen. So once you've taken out the guts, once you've skinned it, cut the head off, cut the feet off, and you're ready to make it into regular pieces that you would eat or cook. We're going to show that now. So this is basically a video on quartering, as they say, or it's actually different than quarters, but I'll show you how all that works. You need a sink. A double bowl sink works pretty well. Cutting board that goes across the sink. This is the antimicrobial one. You need knives, but you don't need all these knives. You actually just need one knife, a little ceramic blade that's 4 inches long, and $6.99 in a kitchen store. So that's the only knife you're going to need. It is extremely sharp, and I've also got gloves, nitrile gloves, and this is a gallon freezer bag to be able to store the meat in when you cut it up into pieces. So this is a rooster, Rhode Island red, which is a pretty big bird. They generally grow to be about 8.5 pounds, so there's a lot of meat on this little guy. We've already cut out the heart and the liver, if you like that kind of stuff. So I'm going to put them right in the bag here. We'll get started with that. Now, the first thing you do is you take the chicken and you spread his little legs apart, and then you basically pop the bones out there. So you can see the bone right there. You're popping the bones out of the joint. So that's the first thing you do, and then you take your ceramic blade and you can flip them over, and essentially you're not cutting bone, you're just trying to cut the ligaments and the meat. So let me kind of show you that. So now we've got a leg and a thigh here. Now you can do the same thing with the thigh till it pops. And here's the leg. Just try to cut the meat that's holding it all together. And you can get in between the bone. This guy's got some fat in him. So now you've got a drumstick and a thigh. So I will put these guys in there. I'll do the same thing with this one. Cut around the back here so you can see. So you get another drumstick and thigh. Keep the knife out of harm's way, because what you don't want to do is end up cutting yourself while you're working to get this thing apart. You don't want to fight it, you don't want to be trying to cut bone, just try to cut in between the bone and the two bones there. So we already have drumsticks and thighs here. This is the wing And since I did not pluck these things, I just skin them because it's easier, and most people today just eat skinless chicken anyway. I'm going to show you how you can get the wings off. So basically I just kind of pop that thing again. I'm trying to save as much of the breast meat here and get around that and pull off the wing so you can have hot wings or whatever it is you want there. So that's your wing right there, your hot wings, etc. Do the other side. Again, just kind of cut around. Now you can see this is the breast meat here. I'm trying to save as much of that as I can on the breast itself, but once you get in there, you can actually see where the bones connect, where the joints are, and just kind of trying to cut between the joints. So now you've got another chicken wing. Okay, now to cut the breast. This guy's got a lot of fat on him, but this line right here is kind of where the breast is. And you look inside, you can see that there's a rib cage in here. So what I'm trying to do is cut along this so I can get just the breast meat right here. I'm trying to separate the rib cage from the breast meat. Flip this side over. I'm kind of doing this backwards here because I'm trying to show it for the camera, but essentially taking this and slicing underneath between the ribs right there, and cut in there. And now, move that out of the way. I'm basically separating the back from the breast. So I've split it. And again, just try to cut through the tendons and the meat that's holding everything together. I'm not sure how this looks on camera color-wise, but it's all meat. So this is your breast meat right here. You can slice that off the bone if you wanted to. You can cut it in half, and do have a few little feathers lingering on here. But that is the breast, so you can cook that as you would. I'll put that in the bag as well. And then what I have here is basically the rest of the carcass, which you can throw in a pot, stew it, make chicken soup out of it, chicken noodle soup out of it. Basically, this is what I call dog meat, and feed this to the dogs, not the bones of course, but you can stew the meat off, and you can use that for your dogs. So you're not wasting anything. You can see there's plenty of fat on this guy, so that chicken fat's good for them too. But it's a pretty ugly looking little thing here, what's left over. Kind of reminds me of the alien that came out of the guy's chest in the movie Alien. But that, just wash my hands before I get the bag all slimy. So that's probably 6 pounds of chicken right there, ready to go in the freezer or in the refrigerator to be cooked however you want to cook it. And I did it all with this little 4-inch ceramic blade. So subscribe to my channel. See me at secretgardenersurvival.com, and if you have any questions you can email me or post a message on the YouTube channel.